Hey kids, you trying to get into Segment City? Well, you really shouldn't, because Segment City is a mature podcast, and listener discretion is advised. I'm just trying to look at... I know I'm in an alleyway. I know how I look, but I got some fireworks for you kids. I got snakes and I got sparklers. That's all I got. Oh, don't give me that.
Well, I was at a dinner this week and I heard a hot take so good that we're going to talk about it here.
Oh, it was so good.
This person
normally hot takes. It's really, is it cold or is it hot? There's no lukewarm in the between. So this is a hot, good one.
This sparked debate at the table, which this person said, given the amount of time and the amount of money and the amount of effort we spent, how are we as a species so bad at predicting the weather?
In terms of, I have joked, this is a common, I feel like a boomer joke of the only job you can get wrong 90% of the time and still have a job is being a weatherman.
Exactly. It's a big scam. It's a big scam.
It's a big scam. There is science. I know there's satellites, I think.
There's definitely satellites somewhere. Satellites exist. I've seen
some
Google
barometer
Earth.
in some on some mountain in Alaska.
But
I know they have like weather stations.
My one-up take from that was, I think, having grown up in the Northeast, that I could predict the weather with like a 65% accuracy just by looking outside and being like, I think I know what the weather's going to be today.
Yeah, you mean my life.
I think that I could
go, it's winter time. I put on a coat.
Exactly, right? Like you could say like, it's probably going to be between like 35 and 45 today and it's going to be overcast. And like, you don't need to check the weather because it's like, I actually think I know.
That's most of New England, winter especially. It fluctuates a little bit more in like spring and stuff, but it's pretty solid. I
think this is a nice spicy take because it's like, it's throwing shade at a whole profession that didn't ask. Yeah. like the whole thing about the whole thing about weatherman is no one asked you to get up and say I can predict the future, and weathermen did it anyway. They did it anyway. They said, actually, I am Nostradamus for today, and you must listen to me. I was like, no one asked you to do that. Like no one said
because he's kind of. It's like if Nostradamus, everyone once in a while, like he had a little poem about like dogs, and he's like, hey, ignore that one.
Ignore that one. No.
That was me. I was fucking up.
Yeah.
Completely wrong. That thunderstorm I said was your castle is going to collapse. What do you mean? It's sturdy as ever. Fuck. Oh man.
What other profession do we just sort of blindly trust, and when they get it so wrong, we're like, well, that's life.
I kind of put a lot of trust for no reason into like people who truck drive or bus drivers in particular, like metro bus drivers. I feel like I put a lot of faith into because I've had the
operators,
thought, or like Uber drivers, because I've had the thought when I'm in an Uber of like, what if this Uber gets into a car accident?
What do I do?
I have to order another Uber?
Yes, I think you actually do.
What is that interaction then? Like, are they understanding that my current Uber driver that I have to cancel the ride now and then get another guy? Are they going to stop on the highway? I don't know.
I feel like for that one reason alone, I could never drive Uber because I would never recover from the awkwardness of me being the driver and getting to an accident with a stranger in the backseat.
Based on the way these Uber drivers drive, you would think they would get more, but they don't.
I think I could just never mentally recover. I'd be lying, trying to get to sleep every single night, and I'd see the stranger. I'd look in my rear view, and the person would be looking at my eyes.
God. Yeah, and then you see them. They don't even wave to you. They don't make eye contact again. They're kind of just grumbling. They're talking on the phone, like sometimes people do. Yeah, the Uber driver got into a fucking accident. Can you believe
that?
I'm late to my meeting now, so fuck him. Yeah, that's one that I feel like I trust a lot. Same with airline pilots.
But airline pilots, more next to never, they don't mess up. So that's the thing.
Yeah,
they don't
that's
mess
automated up. Mostly. So, but I do put. I don't worry as much as I think other people.
Like if your doctor was only right,
how much I should.
If your doctor was only right like 75% of the time, I think you'd have a problem with that doctor. You'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, we had a vet that did I ever tell you we had a vet that accidentally killed a dog of ours?
Jesus Christ, what?
because we had a pug, and it was a little girl pug, and I got to name her, and I called her Peachy. Because she was a little princess to me, and so she was Princess Peach. So little Peachy, and my parents wanted to get palate removal surgery, so she wasn't.
I see. So you can breathe properly.
So she could breathe properly. In the middle of that surgery, something went wrong. I don't even know what went wrong. Dog dies. She goes, "Oh, sorry.
Oh my God.
I killed your dog." And we're like, okay. So, and then I remember coming home and being like, hey, so where's Peachy? She's supposed to be back from the surgery. And my mom was like, hey, so like, and this is the same vet that we had a dog that had a tumor, got the tumor removed, brought him back in. She's like, oh, he's chock-a-block full of tumors now. And I'm like, why have we not been looking for this? Like, how did you get to that point?
No.
So she was a family friend. That's the only reason I got to
Oh, no.
But she was wrong a lot. So that is a profession.
Crazy.
She was wrong.
Listen, you can't be giving your business to family friend if they're that bad.
I'm not going to her personally. She's not a local.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't go to her either way, but it was still one of those things where I was like, yeah, she was wrong a lot.
That's crazy.
Yeah, politicians.
Yeah, but we're mad about it. We're mad at them.
Yeah,
we're mad at them.
And they're all, that's their job, is to lie about those things. So I guess they're doing their job properly.
These weathermen get up and act like they're people of science, and I'm like, but you're lying to me. You're lying to me all the time.
Oh, I mean, there's probably some. There's a famous Star Trek quote where Scotty comes back for some reason to like TNG times, and he's Geordie LaForge is like, Captain, I'll get this done to you in 2 hours, and he's like, but you're really gonna have it done in 1 hour, and then you're gonna be lazy for the other hour, right? And he's like, no, why would I gave him an accurate estimate. He's like, you idiot. Give him, like, tell him it's going to take twice as much time, and then you look like a miracle worker when you actually have to do it on time. Like, and so that was, I feel like there's a lot of jobs like that of like people drag their heels. They do a little bit bad, but then sometimes they got to like actually pick it up and do it properly. But you're not really looking at them at the other time.
So what you're saying is I got to learn to predict my own weather, so I don't have to rely on these bozos that are dragging their feet. AccuWeather, Real Feel, what the hell is that?
Well, good thing for you. I got some tarot cards. I got some weather dances for you. And we're going to have a great time, buddy.
We're going back to basics here. Weather dances are back in.
Yeah. Well, my name is Will Kane, and this is, I am the thunder to your...
chocolate. And I'm Theo Sapakos, and I'm chocolate. You give me a look. Yes, and
yes, and I knew you were going to do something goofy. If he said thunder,
thunder to your thunder,
thunder to your lightning. Sorry, I was. And this is a podcast in which Theo and I we dumpster dive our way through the internet. We get those good comedy morsels and we package them into segments for you. And we're going to start with a Will Asks. Now I have one that I forget if I already asked you this, so please remind me if I did. If you could rearrange the holidays in the calendar, how would you change some of the holidays around?
It's interesting because we're coming up to Thanksgiving and I don't feel like I need a Thanksgiving right now. So this is a very apropos question where it's like, if I could delay Thanksgiving and take it another time, I would this year. And it's like the mood I'm in.
I've thought about this a lot. So I kind of want to see if you explore the space, because I do have some opinions about this.
Well, first of all, what the hell is... I don't mean to get down on this. What are we doing January MLK Day? What's going on there? We just had New Year's. What are we doing?
I think it's his birthday. And
I know, MLK, what are you doing?
Also, don't hear so that much about MLK Day. I have thought about this because I remember being in school and there was a lot of holidays and stuff in fall. And then there's a big drought in winter where it just sucks. And sometimes you get MLK Day, but most of the time.
Yeah, but MLK Day, we should boot it back a little bit, you know? Let's change his birthday. Referendum.
I'm going to start off with, I think the only holiday that is perfectly timed is 4th of July. For Americans. 4th
of July and Juneteenth are hitting. They're slapping. That's great.
Perfect summer weather. It's the perfect weather. It's the perfect, like, for the vibe of 4th of July.
The best. That sequence, Memorial Day, Juneteenth, 4th of July.
Nice.
We're cooking. That's beautiful.
Those are great. My small adjustments I would make is I think Halloween pretty good at October 31st. I would personally put it to October 15th. That's me being selfish.
It's a little darker than you realize by October 31st. It's like
it's a little colder too.
Because I was thinking about that. It's a little darker. You could have more range of costume if it was a little earlier.
You get a little bit more sunlight. It's a little bit warmer. It's also for me, who is a Halloween connoisseur.
For me, who is a Halloween love it. Yeah.
Halloween love it. Love Halloween. It allows, because the problem with Halloween right now is hard fall off. November 1st, nobody wants to talk about Halloween. Get that Halloween out of my face.
That's tough. That's tough.
So,
you know?
So I feel like there could be a little wind down from Halloween that is like, okay, cool. We're now
still in fall.
And we're still in fall. We can kind of enjoy it. We've gotten Halloween out of the way.
If you're not taking down your Halloween decorations on November 1st, you got to reevaluate. Those got to be coming down immediately. There's no time for spooks and scares anymore. It's over.
You were the lady in the opening of Trick or Treat, she comes back drunk from a party and her husband's like, hey baby, let's go upstairs. And she's like, I hate that we decorated all this stuff. I'm going to take it down. By the way, they have the most decorated house on the street. Like they hate, but she hates Halloween decorations. She's like, I got to take this down. And then she immediately gets murdered by a ghoul. But that's a different story.
Now here's a spin ball for you.
Okay.
Let's move New Year's Eve to July 31st. Middle of summer. Peak summer.
Oh.
We need we need more time off during the summer, and also that's like the days are still long. We're still hanging out. It's warm outside. It's almost like 4th of July round 2.
I would rather be. I think I've done more late nights during summer.
Yeah, for sure.
Go by a fire. Yeah, that is nice. That would be nice. I didn't really think about New Year's. Just because it's not always that big of a holiday for me.
I mean, it's like, yeah. I think that even it's never been a big one for me. And as I get a little bit older, it's becoming even less of a big thing for me. It's like, it's almost just becoming, another night of the week, you know?
This is my hot take for this. I think that Christmas should be at the end of winter. It should be in spring, maybe February, not even spring and sprung. I feel like the problem with Christmas to me is the lights, the tree, everything looks so good with the snow. It's so nice. And you get it for a month when it's not even snowy, and then everyone goes, all right, put it away so we can live in darkness. Put it away. No more lights, no more happiness.
No more joy, no more Grinch movies, no more happiness.
Advertisers would fucking love this because they're chomping at the bit for Christmas every
I like that
year.
You're making
Could you imagine?
You're making the capitalist
I'm making bitches. Because you have to appeal to power. Dude,
what if we did, guys, we all did Christmas. What if we came out with Christmas 2? It's now in late February.
Electric Boogaloo. Everyone will love it.
Santa, get your robe back on, brother.
But it will get people through winter better because you got something to look forward to, presents, cheer, and Thanksgiving is fucking right. The problem with Thanksgiving and Christmas is that they're basically the same event twice in a row.
I'm supposed to sit down and have another meal with my family? Ugh.
And it's ham this time? Fuck that.
Actually,
I want prime rib right now.
I fuck with some ham though.
I do fuck with some ham. But it is one of those. You have the same thing. It's similar, and this is another me being selfish. My birthday is in November, so I get immediate presents.
You get the wham.
Yeah. That's because my girlfriend and I talked about what if we could change your birthday to a different month. What would you do? And I was like, I was always jealous of a summer birthday because it felt like you could do stuff. And then people were like, I would want one during the school year because everyone says happy birthday, and I said to her, it's not that big of a deal.
Don't do it.
They say happy birthday once. They don't do that much of a thing for you. It's mostly happy birthday.
On your birthday. Ugh. Yeah, I've also seen those posts online that are like, listen, if all the weeks, if we had exactly this many weeks and they were all 10 days, then we'd have it, or we'd always have the same calendar day would always fall on the same day of the week. And I actually think, I don't like that idea. I don't think I like that idea. No, because then if you have a Tuesday birthday, that just means you're stuck with a Tuesday birthday forever. You never get a shot at having your birthday on a Saturday. With an uneven schedule, you get to have all of the flavors. It's equality.
You're saying it's a lot more RNG based for certain, especially for holidays, like a Halloween where this year was on a Friday, I think.
Or you could just do all of the major events like Thanksgiving, where it's like it's the last Thursday of November. Yeah, that's it.
Those are the main things that really change. Is Thanksgiving and like Easter Sunday and shit.
Right. But if you're like
Easter, by the way, nothing. I don't have any opinions on
not
Easter.
for the Greeks. The Greeks do it up, baby.
Okay, Greekster is
Greekster.
Greekster.
That's one of my favorites because you get all the delicious food. You get the lamb, you get the sides, you get the cookies that you only get the once a year, man. You get to play the. Do you know? Will, do you know?
I haven't had dinner yet.
You ever played the egg game? This is a Greek thing. You ever played the egg game? This is the egg cracking game. I'm gonna let you in a little Greek culture right here. All right. So what you do?
Sounds like your mother tricked you into cooking.
This is what you do.
Yeah.
You go to church because you got to go to church, and at the end of the church service, they give you an egg, a hard-boiled egg that's been dyed. Yes. It's the deepest red 40 you've ever seen in your life. It's red.
Okay, so they dyed it for you. Okay.
They dyed it for you. Then you go home, you have your meal, and then at the end of the meal, everybody pulls out their hard-boiled eggs that they've been saving. And what you do is one person holds the egg like this with their palm up, and another person cracks down on it, and one egg survives. Always one egg survives. One gets dented and the other one survives. And you have to go, then everybody goes around the table, and there's one egg that ends up being the king egg, and it's a big fucking deal. This egg is insane. This egg, once a year, there's one person that holds the master egg. And it's great.
I thought I was getting against this, but baby, I'm in.
It's so in.
I thought it was going to be like, you look over at Uncle Jerry and he has like 3 eggs and you're like, Jerry! And he's like,
don't eat those eggs! No, it's not about eating it. No one eats the eggs.
You don't eat them? Nobody eats the eggs?
You do something with them, the expectation is not that you then eat the egg. It's not about eating the egg. It's about the pride of having the most incredible solid stone egg that you've ever seen.
God, I love that. That would be great.
It's the best because it's deeply competitive and based on nothing. Like there's no technique. It's all luck.
All RNG. It's Mario Kart.
It is entirely RNG. But it's a big deal.
But that's the fun part of it. Because if you lose, you go, okay, my egg was just not up.
But if you win, glory.
It's I did the egg. The egg is flowing through me. Glory to the egg.
And truly, Jesus blesses you on that day.
Okay, I feel like we got all the meat off the bone of rearrange holidays because we got all those egg competitions. So Theo, how about your first segment? So you bring your segment count up from a big old goose egg to 1.
Oh, a goose egg. Speaking of eggs, you know what where they put those eggs when they're done with them from the egg game? Down in the slop drop, baby. Give them to the pigs. We're squealing like a pig.
I can't do the squeal.
Squeal like a pig. That's right. We're going down to PR Newswire, where I slop through the muck to find the most beautiful and fast casual dining stories.
You do kind of build a picture in your head that you're like an undercover pig at the slop drop. You're like you look at a pig and you're like, shh, I'm not here.
Don't look. Hey, I'm undercover pig. I'm a pig dressed in pig's clothing. That's right. You take off my clothes, I'm just a pig as well.
I'm doing research. I'm investigative reporter Theo Sabakos, and you show up a little name tag, and the pig looks at it, but I can't read.
I have a little pig nose, and I lift it up. It goes, "It's me, Theo," and I put it back on.
Whoa! I didn't recognize you.
It's me. Okay, this comes as of recording. This news dropped today. November 17th at 0700 Eastern Time, 7 a.m. this morning. Popeyes announces limited time only Freddy Fazbear Crunch menu to celebrate the release of Blumhouse's Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
This is a weird collab. I'm going to be honest, because
what's going to happen
is
here?
A very, very easy collab that they could have done with Freddy Fazbear. A different, not with KFC, probably with maybe a pizza place, because it is a pizzeria.
Could have done it, but instead Popeye says, no.
Or Popeye, that's KFC. Yeah.
Popeyes is bringing the taste of Five Nights franchise to fans everywhere with the release of the Freddy Fazbear Crunch menu. Inspired by Blumhouse's supernatural horror film Five Nights at Freddy's 2, this first ever one-of-a-kind menu collaboration is available starting November 17th, participating U.S. Popeyes restaurants. This limited time menu transforms the thrills of Five Nights at Freddy's into a craveable dining experience.
Unless the chicken has fucking metal bones in it. I don't know if you can really translate it to eating some Popeyes.
Here's a quick rundown of the menu. We really just got to get to the quote. Freddy Fazbear Deluxe Box we're charging $12.99 for this. 3 pieces of classic Popeyes spicy mouth-watering chicken tenders topped with savory garlic parmesan rub, served with warm garlic-crusted cheesy bites, and a marinara dipping sauce, and a cupcake cup, and a beverage to wash it all down.
Cupcake cup? What?
Cupcake cup. I don't know what a cupcake cup is.
Is that just kind of a... like those things that you just squirt ketchup into, those little paper...
But it's a
cups
cupcake.
That you...
It's a cupcake.
But why is it cupcake?
It's a moist strawberry-flavored cake topped with sweet pink icing.
Okay, that's a cupcake. So they just sell cupcakes. I didn't know they had cupcakes.
I'm not sure where Freddy Fazbear comes into this.
Oh, doesn't one of them has a cupcake on a plate? I think it might be Chica.
Wow, you're really tuned into the FNAF universe.
I put on a hat that I get from Hot Topic, and I'm actually it's just a theory, a game theory.
I'm actually not even interested in the menu. I just want to get to the quote. Here we go. Here's the quote.
Of course.
At Popeyes, we love playing with bold flavors, and what better playground than the world of Five Nights at Freddy's?
No.
End quote, said Amy Alacron, VP of Culinary at Popeyes. 2 notes here. 1, what better playground than the world of Five Nights at Freddy's? I can think of several.
I can. There's another. Mario, that's
Mario?
another big thing with the kids.
Sesame
Mario
Street. They probably have a playground there.
Yeah, you and I went. Well, yours more kiddie. There's so many better versions. Like
it's just
Delicious in Dungeon, but like
Five Nights at Freddy's.
That are food based. It's not food based.
I don't know how to tell you this.
It's barely at a restaurant.
I don't know how to tell you this. Those guys are trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they know?
Did you collabed with a thing that's trying to kill you? Did you know that?
I don't think they knew that.
They probably it's because this company is run by AI and they're probably into that. It's probably weird.
This person is just a robot. Oh wow!
I feel like 9 out of 10 of these like directors of culinary crunching, they're all named Amy. Why are they all named Amy? Something to look into. A little conspiracy theory. Maybe it's just one Amy pulling all the strings behind the scenes.
If I have a daughter, maybe I should name her Amy so that she becomes a corporate spokesperson and gets a lot of money for nothing.
Papa, what are you reading? And you'll look down and you'll say, "Oh, Amy, I'm just reading the nightly roundup at PR Newswire."
PR Newswire. That Theo sent over to me.
She'll hear that every day growing up, and she'll think, "Wow, I'll make my dad proud, becoming Crunchmaster Supreme of Domino's one day, and then I'll unveil some truly buck wild shit."
This is a wild. I like that we're just kind of speculating on the future. I can't wait until you're a cyberpunk coder that's strapped into the machine.
Don't worry, Amy. I'm going to jack into Pizza Hut right now and download my next.
I'm going to send you the best PR news. It's by you from the future. I made a time device.
I brought home pizza pouch for dinner. Just plug it into the back of your head and feel the pizza experience.
He brought a dehydrated pizza.
Whoa.
You really know how to rehydrate a pizza, Dad.
Ending the quote, Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria is an iconic part of the film, so we just had a blast reimagining that fun, over-the-top energy through our menu. It's our way of giving fans a delicious taste of the movie's universe, where that iconic Popeyes flavor meets a little bit of nostalgic pizza mystery. You know, Will. Nostalgia. You think pizza, think
pizza mystery.
And so what's going on with the pizza? Oh.
Who killed Papa John? The pizza mystery that we gotta know. Oh, it was his own company. They kicked him out. It was Shaquille O'Neal himself. He stepped on him.
Papa Shaq. What's this, blood on the floor? No, that's a marinara.
Oh, no, it's blood. Oh.
All right, well, and then I have a second. What? A second article for you?
Oh,
this is one of those ones where I'm like, the title is a riddle, and we're gonna see if you can decipher it. Are you ready? Lock in. Here we go. Hardee's to host Tender Bender Lock-In featuring streamer Duke Dennis and Banana Ball players for epic night of chicken and challenges.
Tender Bender does sound like it is a orgy that is not going to go well. You got to be really flexible.
Well, I fell off the wagon last night. I went on a Tender Bender.
I'm feeling real tender today, my head hurts. Okay, the chick. Like, what's a better name? I can't.
Did we forget this? What's Banana Ball? Do you know what's a banana? Do you know what's a banana ball?
No. Oh, Theo, I actually heard about that. They take bananas and they've actually made them circular now. So it's just a full circle instead of a crescent moon.
Are you trying to do a pickleball and you mispronounced it? You thought of the wrong cylindrical food.
You know what?
You were thinking of pickleball, weren't you, Hardee's?
They're like, we have a much better name, and you know where it's best to just debut it in this one press release.
In PR Newswire, actually.
Yeah. So it's like how people hate the term extraction shooter.
They hate pickleball, but they love banana ball. Hardee's is cranking up the excitement for Tender Bender Tuesday with a first ever Tender Bender lock-in, an exclusive event starting at 7 p.m., featuring American YouTuber, Twitch streamer, and social media personality Duke Dennis. Duke Dennis.
Don't know who that is.
And a whole bunch of other chuckle butts. A few of America's favorite banana ball players. During the lock-in, the stars will face off in friendly competitions, share behind-the-scenes moments, and celebrate all things hand-breaded chicken. Are we out of? Am I washed? Am I out of the loop?
Chuckle butts is the perfect way to describe these guys.
What is banana ball?
Okay, I gotta Google it. I was gonna make some jokes, but now you're forcing me to. Banana ball.
What the hell is banana? I'm Googling and I'm not. Is it? I see.
The Savannah Bananas. We make baseball fun. That's not what I want.
Okay, I mean, like, I did Google it, and this is the image that comes up. And I know this is a podcast, so you're gonna have to describe it. I don't know what I'm looking at here. I don't know what this is.
Okay, here's the thing. I did find the Banana Ball Championship League, which I'm going to be honest, is probably going to be a further segment because this is
I don't know what
logo.
This is.
Their logo is a guy passing a ball
pitching
through
his legs. And he's like, whoa, groovy, dude.
So this must be a wild version of baseball, basically. But this, okay, a lock-in feels threatening. That feels like they're like...
I feel threatened.
Like really lock the door.
Will, why is this woman's leg so long? I went on Banana Ball image search. This woman has 2 long legs.
Why is the catcher's shirt also very high up? Why is everybody like...
What's happening? What is happening?
Out.
Okay, what is happening? I don't know what this image is. This is very confusing. There's a short man standing on a barrel, and then there's a tall woman with very long legs. I don't know what's happening.
He's wearing big overalls that rolled up. He looks like Tom Sawyer, fucking Huckleberry Finn over here, while getting ready. The short king. He's also. It looks like a sport that DK made. Like,
yes, absolutely.
He's on a big barrel.
The barrel that he's standing on is. It looks like it's his mode of transportation to get home. It looks like he's going to go, all right, time to pack it up and get home. And he's going to crawl in his barrel and roll away.
I'm lightheaded now. That was, holy shit. I was not expecting that. Oh my God.
Here's a quote about it. We're bringing together flavor, fun, and fandom in a way only Hardee's can, said Sarah Braymeyer, Hardee's vice president. With our new Tender Bender Tuesdays, this one-of-a-kind lock-in event, we're inviting everyone to be a part of the goodness and the juicy hand-breaded chicken Hardee's is famous for. I don't know. What is capitalism?
What is the connection? At this point, what the fuck are we doing?
What are we doing? Hardee's thought we need to have people eat chicken, so we're going to partner with a goofy baseball league.
This is wild, especially because a lot of these PR things that we've had have a tenuous, at best, connection to like whatever they're thing. This is the straw that broke the camel's back. Where you're like, like they just said, we're Hardee's, and this is an event that we're throwing. There's maybe gonna be food there. Like it's like okay.
It's like we're trapping people in a room, we're locking them in and forcing them to talk about chicken.
They're going to have stilts and they're going to be standing on barrels pitching for each other.
I don't know what that means. What is this? Oh,
holy
Lord.
Shit.
Well, prepare your body for the Tender Bender Banana Ball lock-in.
Okay.
It sounds like gobbledygook to me, but you know what's not gobbledygook? That'll be your next segment.
Oh, but it's not gobbledygook because this guy is understandable technically. This is a segment that was actually thrust upon me by a good friend of ours, Rachel Robinson. She said,
Whoa!
You need to cover this segment. And I said, all right, I'll do it.
This is a little message straight to Rachel. Other listeners, you can tune out. Rachel, hey, stay in your lane, buddy. We got a whole shout out for you at the end of the episode. What do you think you're doing?
But this is a good note that she had. I guess this is in the news. This is this is kind of a rabbit hole. I'm going to call this rabbit hole current events. Who is Mr. Fantasy? People.
Who is this?
People are convinced KG Appa, who's an actor, is behind this strange viral TikTok account. This is from The Tab, which it was the best article I found. I also found one from Teen Vogue, which was titled, Is KG Appa Mr. Fantasy? The alter ego breaks his silence. This is what I was born to do.
Can I do a slight sidebar about Teen Vogue?
Yeah.
I went to a friend's birthday party recently, and their main activity was they brought out all of the Teen Vogues they had from when they were a child. These were circa 2010, 2011, and they said, everyone, we're going to cut these up and make mood boards. Incredible activity. Really good.
That's a good fun
activity.
Group activity.
So my contribution to this was to cut out all of the perfume samples I could find and make a perfume smell board. And all I did was succeed in giving myself a blaring headache.
Oh, absolutely. This is decade-old perfume samples. Yeah. They're absolutely going to be in your brain.
It was a lot. Anyways, back to you.
Back to Mr. Fantasy, who I sent you a picture of. For people who, this is obviously an audio medium.
Mr. Fantasy, ooh,
Mr. Fantasy, he is KG Appa is a actor. We'll get to him in a second. But his alter ego, Mr. Fantasy, has Lord Farquaad hair.
Yes.
He has the worst teeth possible, but I think that's just his teeth. But
that's not part of a costume. That's just
it's not part of the costume. He just has really bad teeth. And I mean, he kind of just looks like Steven Tyler. Like he has that kind of body of a little bit built, but a little bit skinny. We all knew KG Appa was a bit of an oddball, but all of a sudden people are thoroughly convinced that he's taken up a secret identity as Mr. Fantasy on TikTok. Most of us met KG Appa in Netflix Riverdale, and those unhinged 7 seasons pretty much set the tone for the rest of his career. He's a character, dropping odd TikTok videos and being all around barmy in TV interviews. But this new viral moment is something entirely. So KG Appa is a Australian guy. And he also looks like a normal dude normally. Like he doesn't have the wild hair. There's obviously like a fake wig and stuff. Mm-hmm. So he just kind of put this out as a single. And it just got huge clicks on TikTok. He's been posted TikToks that are wild. I'm going to send you a few.
Okay.
And then he also has a song called Mr. Fantasy that we can listen to a bit if you'd like to.
Mr. Fantasy.
Yeah, actually, let's start with that. I think that's maybe a good way to... I already set a time code for you at 30 seconds for anyone who wants to listen at home, but we're also going to be probably piping this in. So we can press play on it. Oh, yeah.
Ooh. A little bop.
Yeah,
That was groovy.
This is groovy. I kind of skipped the beginning of it for everyone.
Synth poppy. Okay.
Wait a minute, take it back. Why you wasting all your precious time with that, babe? I know you feel it.
He is wearing American flag pants. Doesn't make sense. He's British. In real life, he's Australian, and he's playing a British character. And then he has a guitar on his butt that he's playing. And it's fucking groovy.
Yeah,
this is great shit. I really like the song. I'm gonna stop it, but so he has been going around being this character for everybody. From Teen Vogue, the most fabulous part about it all is that I seem to be bringing an immense amount of joy to people's heart. I love TikTok, Mr. Fancy continues. I love seeing people smile, and it proves something I have believed all my life. That music is the great connector, a colossal language capable of bringing people of all shapes, sizes, and colors together. Mr. Fantasy eponymous debut single is synthy and funk adjacent, with an earworm of a chorus and a catchy bass line. The song has received acclaim across social media, with many wondering what's next for the bob-wearing Brit. Everyone is asking me when more music is coming, Mr. Fantasy teases. My plan for future music will remain classified at this time, but just know this is where I was born to do, and I won't disappoint you. Open your hearts and dare to see that I can be your Mr. Fantasy. Now,
Speaks in rhyme like Tingle? It's amazing.
Also, he ends sentences this way. Now, as you were.
Now, as you were is
I'm
incredible.
going to start doing that. As you were. All right, everybody. As you were.
As you were.
but we need to learn more about it. So he basically just made this. It's at I'm the Real Mr. Fantasy, where he posts songs of his. He also posts unhinged TikToks that I'm never going to fucking send to you. This first one is just kind of a little intro to him. And I think he's trying to date. It's a big collab that he's doing. So he's like, I've collabed with Tinder.
Okay.
There once was a man, a very talented, good-looking man. Although from the outside he seemed to have life figured out,
Crawling downstairs.
something was missing. His heart was lonely. He longed to fall in love, but he just didn't know how until he found Tinder. He got his first match.
First match on Tinder. First match on Tinder. First match on Tinder. I got my first match on Tinder.
And he just
I've
runs
got my first
around
match
telling
on
people he's
Tinder.
got his
What's
first
her
match
name?
on Tinder.
Nyla. I've got my first match on Tinder.
Telling baby about it.
He couldn't contain his
got a band.
excitement. He
All right,
told
I'm gonna
the
pause.
whole world.
But he does a little bit more of that. He tells people. He also just kind of loves dancing and grooving. I'm gonna send you one of him. He found some street musicians and he decided,
Mr. Fantasy.
I gotta undulate to this. My hips they can't lie.
Okay, I'm already watching it.
It's just like bongo music to people listening, but
He does look like somebody from the 60s in England.
yes, I think that's what he's just kind of going for. This one is my favorite one because it's just unhinged. It's him talking in bed, shirt agape, so you can see the chest hair. And he just is talking about.
Oh no!
All right.
Sometimes I wake up with urges. Do you know what I mean? I wake up with an urge. And this morning I woke up with an urge to go to the tanning bed. Yeah.
You're about to hear. His laugh is insane.
Oh no! His teeth are so bad.
They're so British. He's so
Very, very random, I know. And I thought, I didn't judge it. Do you know what I mean? I don't judge my urges. I just sort of feel them and go, what's that about?
What's that
And I
about?
thought, well, that seems not bad. Do you know what I mean? And so I went down to the tanning bed and I, whipped my clothes off and I jumped in and I experienced that whole world.
The whole world.
tanning bed.
And the girl behind the counter, she said, I had a feeling this was going to happen. And if you're watching this, beautiful girl, know that I love you and I am watching you very, very closely.
I don't like that.
He's very young Freddie Mercury. I'm going to stop this because he just kind of rambles more about
It seems like
his urges.
It seems like his teeth. He can barely talk through them.
He can barely
Like
talk through
he's
them.
talking in spite of them.
Yes, but it's his real teeth, as far as I know.
It's amazing.
And so there has been confusion about whether it is KG Yappa. Some people are like, yeah, of course it's him because he's just wearing a wig. Like it's just a Party City wig.
Yeah, obviously.
And people also say, KG Yappa doing side quests, wrote one TikTok viewer. This is an excellent use of free will, wrote another. I know that is KG Yappa. I just can't prove it. Another viewer
Just
wrote,
can't prove it.
I mean,
How are
you
you
can
supposed to prove it?
You can prove it because he has the same tattoos as KG Yappa is the real main thing. So he, and people make fun of, he played Archie in the Riverdale CW show, which I've never seen myself. But yeah, this is basically people are weirdly confused about the fact that he's if he is Keiichi Appa, on his fucking Wikipedia page, it says that he's Mr. Fantasy. So he is Mr. Fantasy. So but it's just like
debunked immediately.
It debunked immediately, but it's just one of those really funny little rabbit holes of this guy just being like, "Oh, well, I'm just gonna make an alter ego." And last point about this is people actually dressed as him for Halloween.
That's great.
There's a lot of
he
posted a compilation of like men and women who are all wearing the same outfit.
Great.
He's got to buy a Farquaad wig, and so my debt has been paid to you, Rachel Robinson. We have covered Mr. Fantasy.
Wow, you're paying off a debt with our podcast. I didn't know you were getting paid in segment promotion. You were paying people. Wait. Okay, I guess I get joy out of this.
Blood. I've spilled blood.
Stop, please. Release us. Release us from this torment.
This is a little rabbit hole, but hopefully your next segment's gonna be a good rabbit hole, a big one, a spacious one.
Well, it sure is a tonal shift because Will, last time we recorded, we started a bracket.
I thought we were gonna do the rest of this, and I was so hyped.
I'm so glad that you're hyped. Of course, listen to our last episode if you have not already. This is, of course, Halloween hangover, but we are doing a bracket of horror movie villains because it felt appropriate when we started recording. And now you're probably listening to this in 2026 and you're like, I'm not in for this, but we're the ones. Fun. We're the ones with the podcast, not you.
We get to have fun. So it is who could defeat each other in 1v1s. Sometimes there'll be wounds that carry over if we think that makes sense. And it's usually in a battleground that's kind of neutral.
And now
we
we decided from the last side of that bracket that Jason Voorhees was the ultimate outcome. He beat Jaws the shark in the final matchup.
Jaws took it, like, because the thing with Jaws is we had to always have it in water. So
exactly.
So like everyone was like, well, the other person's not very good in water, so they just got fucked up.
All right, so we're gonna kick this off on this side of the bracket. First matchup is Freddy Krueger from Nightmare on Elm Street versus Damien from The Omen. Now here's a quick.
Okay.
Here's a quick. I did a little more prep this time. So
I don't know enough about Damien. I didn't.
Okay.
Watch.
So I know starting with Freddy Krueger, he's a malevolent spirit of a child killer that had been burned to death by his victim's parents after evading prison, and he goes on to murder his victims in their dreams, causing their deaths in the real world as well. He has a classically like burned up face, and he has like a glove that has like claws. Yeah. Claw fingers. So in the dream world, he is powerful and seemingly invulnerable. However, when he's pulled into the real world, he has normal human vulnerabilities and can be destroyed. And his power is also dependent on victims' fear, which is a theme on some of these. So a lack of fear weakens him, and he's also vulnerable when his bones are desecrated. So if you get his bones and desecrate them, he's also weak to that. So Damien, on the other hand, is from The Omen. He's portrayed as an apparently normal child who is later revealed to be the Antichrist prophesied to bring about the apocalypse. He becomes increasingly aware of his identity and supernatural powers over the course of his life. He can influence or control people, especially animals, and those already vulnerable to carry out his will. So he has like mind control and influence. It often leads to accidents or suicides near him. So people kind of randomly end up dead. He's surrounded by supernatural guardians, including humans under his influence. I
was going to say I think there's a cult that's trying to bring him into the world.
But he has weaknesses to a set of daggers that are key in the movie, and also I looked for weaknesses, and one of the weaknesses listed was he was a child, and like so children are vulnerable, and also the fact that he was prophesized, but also his demise was part of the prophecy. So like he is ultimately prophesized
everything to die eventually and bring the end of times. But this is not really doesn't factor into this matchup. Yeah, Freddy Krueger doesn't really care. This is interesting because it really depends on how strong we want the devil presence in Damien to be. Because there's one version of this that's a hard Freddy Krueger win because he's literally a child. Freddy Krueger specializes in killing children in their dreams.
Literally, it's like if he's still a child, it's like, well, Freddy's there.
Yeah, Freddy's. But so you could like, if he's full devil child of like Satan, does he have fears? Like, can he prey on the fact that if you don't have fear of Freddy Krueger, he doesn't really affect you?
Well, it's also specifically the fear of Freddy Krueger that is like powering him.
But that's one of those like, okay, do we want to say he's a child and therefore we'll be afraid of Claw of Man,
right?
in his dreams, like do the powers?
I don't think that
dreams?
Damien is portrayed as having basically fear at all. Like he is.
No, he just kind of
realizes the Antichrist, and so he's like,
because
well,
that's the other version of this going where Freddy comes in and he's just like, "What's up, bitch? Time to kill you!" And then like Damien turns around, like turns his head around. And he goes, "I've been expecting you."
Yeah,
and he's like, "Oh, fuck,
no,
bitch."
I'm actually oh, jeez." You're doing the Rick and Morty version of him.
No, that is literally Freddy Krueger's catchphrase. Is like, "Up yours, bitch."
Up yours, bitch. Wow,
he's always saying "bitch."
That's
like,
campy as hell.
It's really a wild catchphrase for a guy, but yeah, this is.
I'm almost.
This is a
I
tough
mean,
one. I don't know.
Freddy is interesting because he is like a nightmare creature, but relative to a lot of things on this list, he's not that strong. Like
He's not that strong. I think I kind of want to give it to Freddy because I think a child's not going to be able to conceive of, I need to bring him into the real world. Like a child his age. Because I think
he won't be able to
Damien
figure it
as
out,
like
is basically
10.
what you're thinking?
Yeah, because they both have specific ways of killing him. I think Freddy's more likely to figure out how to kill Damien than vice versa.
It kind of is like adult versus child, and it's like I think adult's gonna win. Like adults has more mental facility.
Because I don't know enough about Damien's powers, so I kind of feel like if the powers are equal, then it's intelligence, and I think Freddy Krueger's more intelligent.
All right, we're putting through Freddy then.
Freddy might fuck it up. He might be the Jaws of this. That he's going to go into everyone's dreams to just fuck him up. But he does have like weaknesses, and he loses like every time. So
the next one we have is a kind of a lopsided matchup, I think. It's Pennywise from It. Which is, he's a very, very powerful character
creepy,
in this.
yeah.
Versus Jack Torrance from The Shining.
Oh, fucked up.
I'm sorry, but so Pennywise obviously is an ancient cosmic entity disguised as a clown. Can shapeshift and shapeshift into what victims fear the most. He has fear manipulation, illusion creation, regeneration. His only real weakness is that he loses strength when the victim's fear goes away. But Jack Torrance is a writer from The Shining who is like trapped in a hotel and goes insane.
Who can barely... Listen, he can barely kill his wife and small child. I don't think...
Yeah.
Like, he's very, I think we could just say, like...
It's funny because I looked up strengths and weaknesses, and one of the strengths was, well, he's familiar with the isolated hotel layout. He knows the hotel layout.
Yeah, but even so, like, he has so many fears.
Even if you give him home field advantage, they're in the hotel, I'm pretty sure Pennywise still mops the floor with him.
Mops the floor with him. There's no way.
Yeah.
Like, especially if Pennywise is like, oh, I have to kill him. I don't have to, like, he's not a child that I have to toy with for fear. Yeah, I'm going to fucking stab him in the heart.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
So I think he wins wholeheartedly.
That's pretty easy. Pretty easy.
Yeah.
All right, next one up. Pazuzu from The Exorcist, powerful ancient demon who possesses Regan McNeil to spread chaos.
Okay.
Or Carrie White from Carrie, a bullied teenage girl who snaps and unleashes telekinetic destruction.
Ooh, this is interesting because it's kind of two creatures that do similar things. They both have telekinetic powers because they can push things around.
Pazuzu's strengths are telekinesis, mind control, physical transformation, spiritual knowledge, psychological manipulation. Whereas Carrie is strong telekinesis, and when like emotional intensity correlates to more power. So as she gets more worked up, basically, the more powerful she gets.
This is one of those times, though, we need to clarify, because Pazuzu is technically like a demon that can inhabit a body. Like,
right.
So it needs a body. So we need to, so I don't think, I guess if anyone could dispel a demon, it might be Carrie, but also it feels like Pazuzu is just innately immortal. So are we going to say like killing him in a body, like in Reagan's body? Or are we saying...
Yeah. Well, so
like,
the thing that does it for me is that Pazuzu can do like psychological manipulation, and Carrie is actually like pretty emotionally unstable. I think
more powerful. Yeah, I think that's actually a good point.
Whereas Pazuzu can he can play the mental game basically and win on that front.
I think that's how because he's too powerful otherwise. Because he could just jump from body to body. Like even if she's like, because she's like powerful enough to like, I don't know, snap people's necks or some shit, like drop beams onto them. So like, I think she could take out a bunch of them, but I feel like she is a person. Like she's not immortal. So I think Pazuzu probably has to take it.
I think Pazuzu takes it. It's like a spirit versus a physical person. And it's like, well,
eventually you're going to war of attrition. You're done.
Right. All right. Next one up. We got Chucky from Child's Play
God, I love that doll.
versus Samara Morgan from The Ring. A vengeful spirit who kills victims 7 days after they watch her cursed videotape. Versus Chucky, of course, is the killer soul trapped in the mannequin doll attempting to reclaim a human body. It's interesting because it's like, what if Chucky just doesn't watch the movie? Like, what if Chucky doesn't like the movie?
I guess he has watched the movie. Does it work on a doll? I don't know. Maybe because he has a soul,
like
it
a
works.
doll?
Let's say that.
Yeah, like they could destroy the doll. Like,
the thing about Chucky as a villain is he only works when he's fighting like a single mother and her child in like
it's
one
like
cop.
not a. Yeah, he's kind of punching down. Like
he's always punching down. I forget if you have to do a ritual to like make him human or if he just has human organs. I think at one point they kind of mess around with what he is like, and I think at one point he is like has organs in him that you could just like
in the
kill.
actual doll that you can like just stab him.
Yeah, like stab his heart like that. I think that's how you like
Okay.
defeat him. I forget how you defeat Chucky. Now I gotta look that up.
Interesting. So let's see. The Samara from The Ring like has basically can't be killed normally.
Yes,
and which is kind of a big like problem for Chucky. He's gonna have to do his voodoo. He's gonna have to sneak around, try to sneak up on her. I don't feel like you can sneak up on.
No, she's just so powerful, and she's a supernatural entity, and he is a doll that
He's a doll. I don't think
1 foot tall, like 2 feet tall.
I don't think we can be happy with ourselves if we put through a doll who is. Like
I love
a
Chucky.
literal.
He's
toy.
so campy. He's not going to win this fight. There's no way.
He's not going to win this fight. He's not going to win.
Absolutely not.
You imagine? Listen, if Chucky was on the other side of the bracket, it was Chucky versus Jaws. He would get absolutely munched.
Yeah, it's obliterated. He'd have his little knife. He says like, "I'm gonna get just dead immediately." Yeah, there's basically. Even if he's in doll form, I don't think he only gets organs if he doesn't complete the ritual because he wants to trade bodies with the little boy. That's like the first movie. So I think he becomes vulnerable then, but also you can take him apart and put his parts in different continents, like what she could probably do in her television.
She could probably
like,
do that. She could go through the TV and do that. All right, we're putting that through.
He's dead.
Next up, we've got Michael Myers from Halloween. Classic, iconic.
Classic.
You know, he's got the white mask. He's got the knife.
OG. Yeah.
Versus Pearl from.
Oh,
Pearl?
I haven't seen this.
I don't know who this is.
This is person with knife versus person with axe. So it's but I don't. The thing with Michael Myers, he is not Jason Voorhees level of unkillable. He's not literally an undead zombie, which Jason becomes by the end. He can technically be killed. He does have multiple times where he gets multiple gunshot wounds, falls down, pretends to be dead, and then they look back
Just
and
gets
gone.
back up.
Yeah. So he just keeps. So in a way,
super
he is
durable,
supernatural,
super strong. Yeah.
But it's not in the like literal way of like you could headshot him. As like in Freddy Krueger or not? Freddy Krueger and also Jason Voorhees. That wouldn't necessarily work.
But isn't part of just
Pearl
doing from the summary? Isn't Pearl basically like uses social intelligence to also get close to people, like using social charm?
But that's not gonna
it wouldn't work
on
against Michael Myers at all, right? Like that wouldn't work at all.
I think this is another one that I think Michael Myers just wins
because you're right. If it's basically if it's just they're in the cage match and it's like one person is leaving, I think Michael Myers is going to take it. Like
he's just a little bit more durable. Like maybe he gets an axe to the chest, but he's still gonna he's gonna just get up and then kill her. Yeah.
All right, Michael Myers is taking it. We got to put through Michael Myers. If we're not doing that, come on.
I thought he was gonna. I don't think he's gonna last that long. He's the more human of like these guys. Yeah.
Okay, next one up, Leatherface from Texas Chainsaw.
That's a guy. That's a regular guy too.
That's a guy, but it's got a big old chainsaw, and he's a cannibal.
Yep, and he's strong.
And that's up against Jigsaw from Saw.
Okay, we gotta set some parameters because here's the thing: if it's the doll, he's getting punted. If it's the cancer-ridden old man,
literally dying old person,
he's getting choked out. Like there's nothing that he's doing. Like so this let's say just to even it out a tiny bit. They somehow get Leatherface in a trap.
In a trap, right?
I still think Leatherface might get injured. He's gonna do something wild to get out of it. Yeah, if it's something like his jaw, like the jaw bear trap thing.
Yeah,
I think he like literally will just like dislocate his own jaw, or he would just. I mean, it's kill that thing is not hard because it'd be killing another person. He'd be like, "Oh, sick, cool, I would do that anyway." But like for some of the other ones, I think he'd just like walk through a metal it's like through barbed wire.
It's like, oh no, it's a thing full of bear traps between you and them. It's like, well, he's just gonna sort of like he's gonna take a couple of those and keep walking.
Yeah, he's gonna Leatherface versus Michael Myers. I gotta go with Leatherface because that's an exciting fight.
We can't put through a literally like dying old person against Leatherface. I don't think we can do it. I don't think we can do it. Okay, Leatherface as it is. All right, next up, Norman Bates from Psycho, the motel owner with dissociative identity disorder, dominated by his mother persona.
The most normal guy. I said that Michael Myers is more normal. No, this is the most normal guy. Technically, he has no
tough
powers.
matchup for him. Hannibal Lecter on the other side.
Yeah,
Silence of the Lambs.
This is one
of the cultured and brilliant psychiatrist who is also a cannibalistic serial killer. That's I don't think Norman Bates is taking it out.
Similar to the other ones of these are two equal people because they are just two regular men.
They're people, right?
Hannibal Lecter is way smarter. By a factor. Like, so he's gonna 100%.
I mean, it's a psychiatrist. It's a psychiatrist versus a motel owner. I'm going psychiatrist.
Psychiatrist, yeah. Okay, so he wins. I don't even think he gets damaged. Like, I don't think that, he just fucking bodies Norman Bates.
Yeah, that's tough. All right, last set for this before we start going back over the next round of matchups. Ghostface from Scream, the iconic ghost mask.
Yep.
Who is actually a recurring identity taken by different killers using Ghostface persona. So it's kind of a character, I guess, but
Mortal Kombat,
I'll be interested. Yeah.
They had him as a DLC character and he was like two people, which is interesting. That's how they kind of did as a thing.
Versus Annie Wilkes from Misery. I don't know who this is. An obsessive former nurse who imprisons her favorite author to fix his novel.
She's brutal and she's tough and she's big, but the problem is she, I think, is too lumbering. Whereas the Ghostface killer is quick and stealthy. So I think she's another just human. You know what I mean? Like she's good at fucking up a guy
creepy.
who literally
she's a little creepy.
Yeah, who it's like she could fuck up a guy who already has his leg broken in bed. Like, but other than that, I don't know if she's necessarily good at fighting. Whereas Ghostface at least has slight fighting powers.
Okay, Ghostface is a little clumsy though. There's a funny thing watching Scream is like there's a bit of slapstick in the movie. Like he's kind of an idiot.
They're teens. Yeah, they're idiot guys. But I think
you don't think that Annie would just kind of grab him and he'd be trying to struggle and she'd be like, nope, I got you.
Do we want to say that Ghostface is, in the first movie, it's two killers. I don't know the spoilers for a movie that's 30 years old, but it's maybe that's the only way I could conceive of them even having any chance in any of these fights later on is two teenage guys who are violent but don't have any skill versus a nurse who is violent and doesn't have any necessarily combat skill. I think she would have anatomical knowledge, but how much does that help you if you're getting stabbed? We could say maybe as compromise, one of the Ghostfaces get killed. She takes the fucking head off of one. The other one
so we're putting through Ghostface, but he's weakened.
Yes,
he's weakened in the next round. All right,
because you're really. Cause I'm like, to me, it's clear for Ghostface, but
okay,
how much you want it because she can tank. But
all right, we're going back to the top here. Yep. Here's an iconic matchup for you: Freddy Krueger versus Pennywise the Clown.
Fuck. They're both. I think does Pennywise dream.
Pennywise is a celestial being. He dreams.
Even if he got into the dreams, I don't know if he would know how to do anything.
This is also a really interesting matchup because both of these rely on the other one being scared for them to have power. And
so they're kind of at a
Pennywise is not going to be scared of Freddy, and Freddy is not going to really be scared of Pennywise.
But out of the two of them, I could see Freddy being scared more. I could see a little scary face on his face. Well. Yeah,
ultimately, Freddy is still a human, and Pennywise is you see something alien, and you're like, "What the fuck?"
I think I'm gonna go with it on this one, because if he gets into the power he has is going into people's dreams. If he gets into these dreams, he might just be on like floating platforms like they do in video games when they don't run their own ideas. You know what I mean?
What does Pennywise dream of? He's like, what is this? He's like, on
it's like
another
nightmare,
planet.
like horror creatures. So he would just be getting like batted around, and then I think Pennywise could be like, "Oh, I just need to pull you out into real." Like I think he's the only one that could have the skill of being like, "Oh,
I'll just
pull
grab
you out."
Yeah, I'll just grab you.
So
No problem.
So I think Pennywise wins. That's
right,
crazy. I thought Freddy Krueger was going to go far. Wow.
I mean, he has a pretty distinct weakness, which is like the real world, right?
Yeah.
If he's in his zone, he's strong, but
But
I mean,
against
not
like
really.
Hannibal Lecter, he could still like Hannibal Lecter doesn't have
Yeah,
that
that's
many
true.
fears, but he still has some fears. Like so.
Here's two spirits: Pazuzu versus Samara Morgan.
Fuck. This is okay. I think I'm going to say, this is interesting because it's one of those you need to exercise Pazuzu. Like that's his real weakness. Technically, is you would have to exercise him. She's not a Catholic priest. She doesn't know how to deal with that. Whereas, does she have any weakness? Because to me, even if the body he's inhabiting sees the video and gets killed, he still moves on. You know what I mean? To another body.
Right. And the funny thing is, like both of these kind of are more spiritual concepts than they are physical beings.
Yeah, they're just kind of horror.
I guess
tropes.
Samara is trapped to the tape. If you were to destroy the tape, is that anything?
I don't know. How do you defeat Ring Girl?
How to defeat Ring Girl? Don't watch TV. That's how you defeat Ring Girl. What?
How to defeat Ring Girl?
How to defeat We Fit Ring Girl?
Oh, she also kills by fear, which is a weird.
Die of fright.
This is an interesting. The people she's killed by fear. This is a Reddit post. Ask Science Fiction. Who faces turn all swirly are usually very scared, understandably, and more importantly, alone when she appears on the seventh day. What if 10 Green Berets all watched the tape together, then stayed together for 7 days, then sitting together in a room with one TV, they could surround it, machine guns ready. Could they take her out?
Okay, that's great. These are the questions we gotta know.
She's an ethereal being. I don't think it would work. Yeah, of course. I don't think it would work either.
I mean, I guess that kind of puts a point towards her because she could continue to kill the bodies that Pazuzu is possessing, right?
Yeah, I'm leaning more towards Pazuzu because one, I just don't know how Samara can be defeated. Like, I don't know what her. I guess you could tape over the tape. Maybe is that how you defeat her? Like literally,
like, no, the Price is Right is being recorded on top of you. No. Steve Harvey versus Samara from the ring. Steve Harvey wins.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards Pazuzu.
I love that. I think that's hilarious. We got to put through Pazuzu. That's too funny.
Okay, yeah. I think he just because I don't know how to necessarily defeat her otherwise, but he seems more unkillable than she is.
Sure. All right, Michael Myers versus Leatherface. This is the one you wanted to see. Now you get it.
This is a good one. In terms of being a supernatural entity that can tank more hits, Michael Myers can probably take more hits. I think Leatherface
Michael
doesn't
Myers,
really get that much fight back.
Leatherface also is I'm not saying Michael Myers has a lot of intellect, but I think Leatherface has even less.
He's very dumb.
He's really dumb. Really, really dumb. And if you separate him from the rest of his family, like it's just like, okay, what is he doing? So that I think that points me towards Michael Myers. Michael Myers has better stealth as well than Leatherface. Yeah,
I think I think it gets into a clash if they have to fight.
Leatherface is big.
Leatherface is big and he has a chainsaw versus a butcher knife. So it's really like, could he cut Michael Myers in half in time before he gets stabbed to death? Because Michael Myers also has stealth. He has Michael Myers has stealth. Leatherface is not very stealthy. He's constantly
he's got a chainsaw. It's loud as hell.
Yeah, he's loud as hell. He could be sneaked up on and stabbed a bunch. I think he would get stabbed, and then he'd go, and he would do like a video game. He could like kind of push him away. I could maybe see that being a good old Mr. Freeze Batman Arkham City fight where you like a stealthing around just
sneak around. I kind of want to put through Michael Myers. I think
I want to put we could maybe put a stipulation that he maybe has gotten damaged, but he is healing from it, like he tends to do. Yeah, he got.
I think this next one. I think this next one is a gimme. It's Hannibal Lecter versus Ghostface, who we already said was Weekend. Ghostface is a moron. It's Hannibal Lecter, right?
It's Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal Lecter knows martial arts, I think. Okay. So he wins.
All right, here we go. Pennywise versus Pazuzu.
Ooh, this is... Has Pennywise been ordained by the Catholic Church?
He's a celestial being. Maybe he has. Maybe he's Jesus.
I could see these guys getting along is the problem.
They're actually friendship is the answer.
Because they're both terror creatures from beyond. Like,
who's the more thoughtful friend?
Who's gonna come when you have a rough day?
Who remembers the other one's birthday? I think Pennywise remembers Pazuzu's birthday.
I think so too. I think Pennywise would want to be friends.
They meet, and Pennywise is like, I got this great place down in the sewers. You should come by. We'll have a couple of beers. We'll talk about all the crazy killings we've done. It'll be crazy. I
think that Pennywise is... I'm going to give it to him because, one, I think he wins. The main thing about Pazuzu is he can only inhabit human bodies, strengthen them up a little bit, and give them like a little telekinesis. Versus a guy who can turn into a massive spider that can like stab you. And has like
illusions and reality manipulation. Yeah.
He's a little too powerful, and he can meet him on the astral plane. Like I feel like that's the one thing that Pazuzu has over everybody else is that he's a specter in a way. But I think this is the only character that can beat him.
All right. Michael Myers and Hannibal Lecter are up next.
Ooh.
This is interesting. This is a little bit of brains versus brawn.
This is especially interesting because the main guy hunting Michael Myers is Dr. Loomis, who is a psychologist who it was like he escaped from the institute. So his enemy he has a weakness to psychologists.
I actually was leaning Hannibal Lecter because of the argument that like given enough time, this is the Batman. Given enough time and preparation, he could win almost every fight. Right?
We have been giving Michael Myers a lot of leeway also in terms of tankiness.
Yes.
Hannibal Lecter knows physiology, anatomy. He can stab him in good places. Like he's
in good places, not just random places.
Yeah. So I think the fact that he's a man, a supernaturally durable man, but still a man, is going to give it the edge to the Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal Lecter also seeing that immortality meat is going to be like, I need to get that. I need to eat that. I got it. That's Michael extra Myers motivation. You don't think Michael Myers is a tough leather jerky?
Yeah, he's not going to taste good. Once again, Hannibal Lecter's also kind of going through I'm surprised. I thought he was going to. If he hasn't been fighting regular humans, I think he would have gotten out earlier, but he's fighting a bunch of dumbasses and he's way smarter than them. And he's killed other serial killers before in media.
Last matchup of this side of the bracket is Pennywise versus Hannibal Lecter.
That's tough, dude. That's tough because you got a thing that thrives off of the fear of children versus a guy who is psychologically he's a cannibal, but like in his own head, he's kind of like got it all locked down in a way.
Right. But he is still a human. Like if you show a human shape-shifting, they're going to get fucked up.
He's going to be like, but I'm going to have to go with Pennywise, partially because I think Jason Voorhees versus Hannibal Lecter is a little too much of a one-sided fight at the end, and I can't.
It's funny because we do get down to Jason Voorhees versus Pennywise, but I think Jason doesn't have any fear, does he?
Jason doesn't have any fear, but he also... No, he has fears. He's afraid of water. That's actually a big fear of his. Because he's trapped under Crystal Lake. And he also loves his mother. So Pennywise turns into the face of his mother. Oh, Jason, come here, dearie. Into the drain pipe. And he's like, oh, don't worry about the water. So this is tough because it's really like... I'm it's a great vision in my head of a giant spider nightmare creature holding Jason in his claw while Jason is just hacking at it with a machete.
Absolutely hacking at it. Yeah.
Absolutely going at it, which is awesome. That's fucking cool.
You want to see that matchup?
I want to see it. Come on. Yeah, this is.
Do you think that Pennywise's ability to trick Jason is going to be Jason's downfall? Is basically what you're saying?
Yeah, because I think this literally happened in Freddy vs. Jason, a movie I have not seen other than clips, like literal like bits and pieces.
Yeah, probably the way to consume it.
I think that's literally like a thing that Freddy does is he pretends to be his mom and is like Jason or like tries to get into his head, but it doesn't work that well. He like kind of has a little bit of a block on it and he's like, oh, you're fucking with me a little bit. So like he's a little bit more evenly matched with Freddy Krueger, but we already established that
like Pennywise is so much more strong, is more powerful than Freddy Krueger for sure by a good margin.
I think it's a fucking epic fight. I think Pennywise takes it.
That's it.
Pennywise is a great end of that. I'm going to be honest. Like I'm happier with this than the movie franchise. Because afterwards we did, because we landed on Lord of the Rings, which I love Lord of the Rings, but you did be like, what about The Hobbit though? And I was like, fuck. I was like very purposely
sour
like pushing
taste in your mouth.
Yeah, I very purposely was like, The Hobbit's not part of it, but we really should have had The Hobbit part of it, and that would have been a fair fight. But I like this one because I feel like Pennywise did win fair and square.
It's just straight up matchups.
Like everyone just, I'm happy with all the matchups.
Just very powerful.
Great bracket. Thank you for so much for this.
Oh, that was fun. That was a fun ride. A couple of episodes.
Yeah, and thank you everybody for listening to this episode of the podcast. We're at the end of it. Remember, if you have any segments that you want to send to us, send it to segmentcitypodcast@gmail.com. Hit up our YouTube for full episodes. Hit up my YouTube, Golly Gee Willikers, where you can see the videos that I put out. I put out really funny ones. I put one out for Halloween that was Vampire Academy, which is a bad teen movie about vampires and based on a YA novel, or the most kissable cryptid tier list, where you can see where I ranked different cryptids on how much I want to smooch them. But you know what? This is you know who I should make a video on? Is somebody we got to give a thank you to in particular.
That thank you to be to Rachel Robinson, and she does our intro music, and she has amazing music you can find on your streaming platform of choice. And some say, that she's luring people down into the sewers, and that she would win that. She would win the whole bracket.
That.
No weaknesses. She's not scared of anything.
No weaknesses.
She's no fears.
All right. Well, now we're going to end with IWasPoisoned.com, the place where people post where and why they've been food poisoned. This was an undercooked chicken caused illness at a hotel at Playa Blanca, Canaris in Spain. Me and my family were on holiday at Barcelona Playa Blanca and had food poisoning from the hotel. First, at the lunch buffet, I ordered chicken, which was being freshly cooked. The chef asked, medium or well done? To which I responded, chicken can only be cooked through. I was served raw chicken,
not a good sign. Not a good sign. You gotta back out of there.
That's why I chose this.
Medium or well done. That's insane.
I've never heard of that. That's insane. I was served raw chicken, but did not eat it. Yeah, good call, bud. Yeah, the next day, I ordered freshly cooked fish. Again, it was undercooked, but did not eat it. The next evening, me and my family ate at the hotel's Mexican restaurant. We all ate chicken enchiladas and came down with food poisoning in the night. Why are you choosing chicken? Get beef.
Or like eat vegetarian for one meal. It's fine.
You already know these fuckers don't know anything.
You know it's gonna be bad. Yeah.
Am I weird also for thinking that going to a Mexican restaurant in Spain kind of feels like weird? Like, I don't know why. Like maybe because it's like a descendant culture of it, but it feels like going.
I mean, it's
back
definitely culinarily different. It's just that's a strange idea. They're like, oh, well, they're all Spanish speaking anyway. It's like, no.
Yeah, I don't know if it would be good. They have a picture also, and it is definitely raw ass chicken. So they ate at the Mexican and got food poisoning. We met another family in there who also ate the same food and had food poisoning the next day. When I reported to the hotel manager, I was dismayed, saying it was a sickness. I was dismissed, saying it was a sickness bug. It's just a sickness bug, buddy.
He says, haven't you heard it's going around? Everybody's getting it.
The vomit raw chicken bug. All the ovens are being have an illness where they can't cook chicken right.
It's a new type of bird flu. Did I say not bird? Don't think about bird.
Reptile flu. Is that?
Is that it on that?